wine has always been something that's really special in the Philippines, even before we came into this market. And we know that Filipinos, they buy wine to celebrate monumentous occasions. And because Novellino came in and made a wine for the Filipino people that they actually enjoy the taste of, a brand that they know that's at an affordable price point, we've allowed more Filipinos to enhance those special occasions, and it's very much become part of the culture here in the Philippines to celebrate Christmas and birthdays with a bottle of Novellino. The consumption of wine is still quite low in the Philippines, even after we've come into the market, as compared to other countries. We found that the reason really is because of the taste of the product, the price of the product, and the familiarity of a brand, right? So for the taste, they wanted something that was sweet, which is more challenging to do, which I'll show you later. It has to be accessible to the majority of the population. You know, we're trying to get more Filipinos to drink wine, so it can't be a wine that's too expensive. So how do we do that? Give the best quality without compromising quality. And then lastly was familiarity, because when you go into a wine section, masyado magulo. There's so many different brands and you just think, kung mahal masarap, kung mura hindi masarap. And it's not true. So we wanted to make sure that when you walk into a wine section, oh, Novellino, I know that brand already. So we invest in advertising, social media, all these ways to make consumers familiar with our brand. Sustainability is a huge part of our company, from wastewater management to running over half of the facility on solar. It's very important to us. Wine, when you make wine, it actually creates a lot of affluent called high BOD waste. And this is a problem that's not uncommon to here in the Philippines. It's anywhere in the world for winemaking. And we've innovated on ways to treat that water. We use cocoa peat. I'm not sure if we've mentioned this already, which essentially can absorb up to 10 times its weight. So we're able to keep that waste from being introduced to any water sources to protect all wildlife, and that actually becomes fertilizer in the end. And it's a much more sustainable way to treat the wastewater versus in places like California or all over the world, you just make artificial ponds and you fill it with water and dilute the waste. And that's not a good way to treat it. So the way we do it here in the Philippines, believe it or not, is a much more efficient and much more environmental friendly solution. The way I see it, and the way our family sees it, is that Novellino is a company in the business of fulfilling aspirations. We don't even like to say we're a wine company. Wine just happens to be a category that we can fulfill aspiration. But if there's anything that's about fulfilling aspiration, that's a business Novellino is interested in entering. And I think what many people don't know is that the business itself likes making investments in those types of businesses. And that's kind of where we see it going. In regards to our own infrastructure, there's a lot of product development we can do. We had lots of success with the alcohol-free venturing into beverage, but there's no reason why we can't have other consumer products that also fulfill aspiration and plug them into the same distribution infrastructure that we have. We care about the future of the country. We have a very young population. I mean, of course, for the company to be around, we have to make sure that we do the things that appeal to them. But it's not just about doing things that appeal to the young population. We want to create a legacy company and we care about this country. We're very proud of being like a local company. And I think, unfortunately, in the Philippines, medyo may colonial mentality, right? And especially in wine, it's like the most pretentious category where everyone thinks if it's imported, it's better than something that's made locally. So we want to reverse that trend in the Philippines. We want people to start realizing that it's good for a local company to succeed. It's good for the economy. And we want to be the best in what we do. And so we want to be pioneers in sustainability, in all of these things that we do. We want to be innovators, and we want to be around for the future. Hey guys, Christmas is around the corner, and I want to invite you guys to celebrate Christmas with a bottle of wine. We'd be honored if that was Novellino, my wine and only. Thank you guys, and Merry Christmas.